Hey guys, how's it going? It's Joy. I am back, you guys, with another video. Welcome to the channel. All right, if this is you guys' first time tuning in, my name is Joy and I help people overcome narcissistic abuse. I have been dealing with narcissists since 2010, and since 2016, I have been helping people overcome narcissistic abuse, not only with my free videos, but my audio courses, my support sessions, and just advice in general. So that's a little bit about me. So today, you guys, I have a really good topic. And I'm sure most of you guys can understand or relate. And please feel free to leave your feedback and let me know how you guys have handled this situation and how you were able to deal with this and how, maybe it's still a challenge for you. Definitely, I love to hear. But I want to talk about today, why is it so hard to move on from the narcissist? That is the big question, right? I know a lot of us, we struggle, sometimes it just can seem like you just can't get this person off your mind. You can't forget about them. Sometimes you can't forget about what they've done to you, how they betrayed you, how they lied to you, how they cheated on you. They backstabbed you, and it's unforgivable. It's something that you can't forget. We experience PTSD, where it's like we have an experience that happened to us. It's very traumatic and it's impossible to forget about it, and you're just kind of just left with the aftermath, the loneliness, the fears, the worries, the doubts, and the trauma. You know what I mean? The nightmares, the night terrors, and all those things that we all go through, the loneliness and the sadness and the worries about the past and the future, and even what's going to happen to you now. Some of us were angry, some of us were frustrated, some of us we want to get revenge, right? And then others of us, we may even want to go back to the narcissist. We miss them. We wonder if they miss us. We wonder if they're happy with the new supply. We wonder if they regret their decision. We wonder if they are, if they, whatever they did, do they have any remorse? Do they feel bad about it? A lot of us, we have those thoughts going on constantly. Some of us, were ruminating, we have anxiety. Some of us are depressed, and so we want to go back to the narcissist, and we know that it may not be the best decision to do. We know that it's not ideal, and we know that this person is abusive. We know that this person is not healthy for us. It's toxic. But sometimes we find ourselves addicted. We find ourselves intoxicated with the narcissist, and wanting to go back to them because somehow they made us codependent. Somehow they made us feel like we can't live without them and that they're the only person that we could be with. So it's difficult to be able to move on from the narcissist, and it's a challenge, and it's again, like I always say, it's never an overnight thing. It's something that you have to work through literally every single day. You know what I mean? It's a process, along with your healing. Like, to be able to move on from the narcissist is a whole healing process. It's actually a journey, in my opinion. Because me, myself, moving on from the narcissist was difficult for me because I was in love with the narcissist. And I thought that he was in love with me. And when I found out that he was not in love with me, that really crushed me. That hurt me to my core, and I couldn't believe that, I trusted this person. I was genuine. I was open. And I'm thinking, he was the same way, because that's how they get us in the beginning, right? When they groom us, when they love bomb us, and when they idealize us, when they put us on that pedestal, you know what I mean? It's like, as if nothing that we do is wrong. Like, we can do no wrong. We're the princess, we're the queen, or we're the prince or the king, depending on if the narcissist is a male or female. Because you guys know that narcissists are females as well. It's not just the male narcs. So, but yeah, it was difficult for me to move on. It took a while. I'd say, give or take, it took about 2 years. Others, it could take a lot longer than that, because depending on how long you was with the narcissist, it could definitely take a while, And I would say, don't rush it. Don't rush you moving on to a new person, or don't rush your healing, because it's going to take time. It's going to take you, understanding what happened to you, understanding what you were dealing with, what understanding and gaining awareness of why you attracted the narcissist. What are some things that you need to work on inside of yourself? You know what I mean? How can you, become a person and, work on yourself and do your inner work to where you won't be attracted to another narcissist? Maybe there's something about your personality that you may have to adjust and, to resolve, and to just look at it and become aware, and not like judging yourself and saying like, oh my God, you're this bad person because you met the narcissist. No, there's reasons why you met this person. There's a lesson in the relationship, and there's a lesson in meeting the narcissist. You know what I mean? And what I think actually what distinguishes, a person from being a narc and not a narc is the fact that you have the ability to have empathy. You are capable of loving. You know that you have a responsibility in the relationship. You take accountable for what happened on your behalf, but not the narcissist part. I mean, obviously the narc doesn't take accountability for what they've done, but you, not being a narcissist, you understand that you had a part to play, so you have to fix that. You know what I mean? So definitely having awareness in regards to that. But I think the reason why it was so hard for me to move on was because I was in love with the lie. I was in love with the dream. I was so hopeful that, me and the narcissist would be together. I know this may sound crazy, but like forever. They future fake us. They lie to us. They make it seem like, we're the one for them, or, we are the only person that the narcissist is ever talking to, or that is ever, they ever want to be with. That's how they get you in the beginning. They're love bombing you. They're, making it seem like you can do no wrong, and they want you and you only. You know what I mean? But eventually you're going to realize that the narcissist is never just with you and you only. They're with other people as well. But yeah, it was hard for me to move on. I think too, I was sad. I was almost still, they call it a shell shock, where you are just in disbelief. Like, you just cannot believe that this happened. Like, this person tricked you. This person, they call it bamboozled you. You know what I mean? They was not who they said that they were. And some of us, we feel foolish for believing the narcissist. And a lot of us, we do beat ourselves up. We punish ourselves. Sometimes we isolate ourselves and we don't want to date for a while. We say like, how could I not have seen that this person was a narc? I should have known better. I should have been more smarter, and I should have, listened to my intuition. Why didn't I listen to my intuition? So definitely don't beat yourself up. Know that you had no way of knowing. How would you have known that this person was a narc? You know what I mean? They're not going to tell you in the beginning, like, hey, I'm a narcissist, I'm toxic, I'm unhealthy, I'm dangerous for you, I'm, unhealthy, and just stay away from me, be careful because I can harm you. You know what I mean? They're not going to say that to you, but you're going to realize that in their interactions with you and how they behave and how they're treating you. You're going to see that they're harmful, that they're dangerous to be around, and they're dangerous to even just to surround yourself with that kind of energy. You know what I mean? The narcissists, I used to say, like, they have a cloud of destruction just following them. Like, the people that they've met in the past, they've all, they've burnt those bridges. They don't have lots of friends. So it's like they have nothing, good around them or about them, besides, I guess their whole grandiosity of power, fame, and success that they imagine that they have. Or some of them may even have the fame, the power, and the success, but at the end of the day, they're not even happy inside of themselves. And, they're miserable. And so they want to make their victims and their supplies miserable as well. You know what I mean? We're the victims. We are their sources of supply, right? But yeah, it was hard for me to move on. It was hard for me to accept what happened as well. I think too, I was trying to find that closure, and it was hard for me to find closure with the narcissist. You guys know that first off, they never apologize. They never acknowledge what they've done. they never have a conversation where they say, okay, it didn't work out. I acknowledge that I was wrong, and I'm sorry. I do wish you the best, and you go your way. The other person goes their way. Let bygones be bygones. The narcissist doesn't do that. There's no closure. There's just total cutoff, discard, silent treatment, and you don't even know what happened. You're confused, wondering like, what did I do wrong? Why is this person not talking to me anymore? And you just don't know what to think, what to say, who to tell this to, because maybe you're ashamed, you feel embarrassed or even humiliated that this happened to you. So some of us, we don't tell other people, or we don't reach out to others because we're afraid of what they're going to think, right? I know I was like that too. But yeah, it's hard to move on. And also too, because again, some of us, as sad as it sounds, we become codependent, right, on them. And then we don't want to be with anybody else. We want the narcissist. That was our dream. That was what we envisioned. That, like, we're so focused on what we wanted, but we wanted it with the narc. Like, I think a lot of us, what would actually help us to be able to move on is realize that we can have a relationship, a happy, loving, and a committed, healthy relationship, but it doesn't necessarily have to be with a narcissist, because we know that there are narc. But maybe previously, before, if you didn't know that there was a narc, maybe you just felt like, oh, they had a bad childhood, growing up, things wasn't the greatest for them. So, I want to be the one to change them. I want to be the one to help them. So I have to be with this person. So we have to realize that you don't really have to be with the narc. We have to understand that we are love at the core of our being. So, just us being present, that is love in itself. Because some of us, we do seek love from outside of ourselves. We're seeking validation. We want to be loved. We want to feel accepted. And all of those things, it's nothing wrong with that. But it's like when it becomes an addiction, where it becomes you feel attached to a particular person. And it's like, it's an unhealthy attachment. It's a toxic attachment, where you're ignoring your needs, ignoring your wants, and that you're not getting anything out of the relationship, but somehow you just feel so addicted to this person. Maybe you feel addicted to the highs and the lows and the drama and the chaos and everything going on, because maybe that's how it was growing up at home. Maybe that feels like home, but we have to understand that that is not how relationships should be. Relationships should be about, give and take, equal balance, peace, harmony, calmness. And maybe you may go and have arguments in a healthy relationship, but it's not something that's like a constant struggle, something that you deal with every day. It shouldn't be like that, right? So, yeah, I just wanted to talk about this because I know a lot of us, we do struggle with moving on from the narcissist. And trust me, it's probably ongoing for a lot of you. And again, it's no judgment, because trust me, I've been there, I've done that, and I know what it feels like to want to be with someone that's not good for you, to want to be with someone that you love dearly, but you know that they are not the one, that they're not good for you, that they don't have your best intentions at heart, but you still want to be with them, no matter what your family, what your friends say, no matter what advice you get. You just still want to be with that person because it was a dream that you had. But we have to understand that the narcissist kills our dreams. They're dream killers. They love to let you down. They love to disappoint you. They love to break your heart. And they're going to continue to keep doing that. The longer you stay with them, the longer you're in a connection with them, the longer you keep dealing with them, they're going to continue to do this to you, and you are going to continue to be hurt, sad, and depressed, and essentially lonely, because the thing is, the narcissist is not really going to be with you. Like, some of them, they will be with you for a certain period of time, but eventually they're going to discard you. They're going to move on to someone else, and that's something that we all have to deal with. And some of us, we experience, and then others of us, we may leave the narc, but we still feel like maybe they can change. Maybe it will get better. And again, some of us, we feel like we can make the narcissist better. We feel like we can be that person to make the narc change. But, we all realize later on that the narcissist doesn't change. So I do hope that this video was helpful. I hope it kind of gave you some clarity on why it may be hard to move on. It's difficult because, again, we want what we want, right? But we have to understand, you don't have to want something at the benefit or at the the cost of your mental health, your mental well-being. Um you can want something, but it doesn't have to be to your demise, right? To your detriment. Like you have to want something. Yeah, it has to come from a healthy place, right? From a healthy and a balanced place, not from a toxic, maybe even codependent or a lonely or depressed or just out of comfort, if that makes sense, right? So anyway, you guys, I do hope that this video was helpful. If you guys would like to learn more about this or how you can work with me one-on-one, please feel free to email me at livenarcfree9@gmail.com. I hope again that this video was helpful. Please leave your comments on how you have maybe moved on from the narcissist, or maybe you're still trying to. Because I get that some of you probably have moved on from the narcissist, and maybe this person is just hoovering you from time to time. Maybe they're just trying to come back around every now and then, just to see if they still have power and control over you, just to see if they can get a reaction. But you guys know that the narcissist is probably doing that because maybe you did move on and they see that you're happier, and they're just trying to upset you to get a reaction. So don't fall for it, right, guys? But anyway, and I also wanted to mention I am offering free 30-minute support sessions for the whole month. It's gonna end December the 22nd. So if any of you guys are interested, please feel free to email me. Again, livenarcfree9@gmail.com. Or you can get a free consultation about my 90-day coaching program, which I do help and guide you to overcome narcissistic abuse or any challenges or struggles or any fears or worries or doubts that you may have about the narc or about yourself, again, about the present, past, or future. Or maybe if you just need some guidance. Maybe you may have fears of being alone forever, maybe fears of meeting another narcissist, or maybe you just have challenges, with everything that occurred, and inner struggles, and how to be more assertive. Maybe you want to learn more about that, or maybe you want to learn about how to be more confident and how to improve your life, and maybe you also want to find out about how you can help other people overcome narcissistic abuse. I could definitely assist you with that in my 90-day coaching program. So definitely reach out to me in regards to that. Now, this is something I didn't mention. The 90-day coaching program is an investment. It is something that you do have to work at it. It's definitely, that's not an overnight thing. But like I said, I would be guiding you one-on-one. As long as you want the results and you want that transformation, I could definitely be there to guide you and assist you in any way. But so don't forget the free 30-minute support sessions up until December the 22nd, and as well as you could get a free consultation about my 90-day coaching program on how to overcome narcissistic abuse. So love you guys so much. Like, share, and subscribe. And again, please feel free to leave your comments on how this video helped you, or your experience on why it was so hard for you to move on from the narcissist. All right. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.